Hello students, today we will see chapter 15 our environment part 2 which is also last part of this lesson. Today we are going to see ozone layer and how it is getting depleted and managing the garbage we produce. So let us try to understand what is ozone layer, because before we actually try to understand how do it harm the environment, we should. So what is ozone layer? It is a protective layer around the earth which absorbs the harmful ultraviolet radiation of the sun. I am sure so many questions rising in your mind. You might be thinking, what is ozone actually? So we will talk about that. The next question that might rise in your mind is, what is UV radiation? Now the sun emits many different types of radiation, like the visible light which edible has to see, the infrared radiation and UV radiation. UV means ultraviolet radiation. The sun emits many different radiations, like the visible light which edible has to see, infrared radiation and UV radiations. There were many different types of radiation which actually comes out from the sun. Now, out of all these radiations, UV radiation is high energy. UV radiation is high energy. It means it has a lot of energy, and that is why, since it has too much of energy, so it is to some extent harmful to the living cells. It can cause harm to the cells of living organisms, like it can cause skin cancer. Some human beings skin exposed to ultraviolet radiation for a longer time. There is a probability that it can cause skin cancer and finally kill that person. So, ultraviolet radiation has harmful effects for the life existence on the earth. Now, this ozone layer is nothing but a protective layer. So, here in this picture, you can see that this is the sun, these are the UV rays, and this is the ozone layer. So it acts like a soldier providing protection to our house. So house is the earth and soldier is the ozone layer. So that is it, basically ozone layer. Now you understand what do you mean by depletion of ozone layer. That means the ozone layer is fanning up, so presence of ozone layer is needed for our protection. Now let us see what actually is ozone. Ozone basically is a deadly poison. So it is a contrary that a poison itself is acting as a protectioner head. So ozone in itself is a poison, but this layer form ozone acts as a protection from the ultraviolet radiation. So for us, ozone layer is a protector. So this second point, the ozone is formed at a higher level. Ozone is formed at a higher level of the atmosphere. Basically, when we talk of ozone is written as O3. Ozone is written as O3. What is O2? O2 is nothing but molecule of oxygen. Molecule of oxygen. O3 is ozone. How is this ozone formed? Now, when I write O2, I am taking about molecular form of oxygen. When I write O, what do you mean? One atom of oxygen. One atom of oxygen. So, O represents oxygen of atom. O2 represents molecular of oxygen and O3 represents ozone. Now, question is, how is ozone formed and how ozone helps in preventing the UV radiation reaching the earth? Now, at the higher level of the atmosphere, oxygen is present. So, oxygen is abundantly found in these higher levels of atmosphere. Now, when the UV rays falls on the atmosphere, it splits this oxygen to form oxygen atom. So, when UV radiation falls on the molecule of oxygen, it reflects into the atomic oxygen, and then this atomic oxygen combines with the sun molecular oxygen to form ozone, like O, atomic oxygen, ozone. So, this is how ozone is formed, because at a higher level of atmosphere there is too much of molecular oxygen available. So, whenever UV radiation forms this oxygen, breaks down into the atomic oxygen. Then this atomic oxygen again combines with the molecular oxygen to form ozone. Now, what will this ozone do? This ozone will absorb the UV radiation. What will this ozone do? It will absorb, ozone will absorb the UV radiation. After absorbing UV radiation, what will happen? The ozone will break down to form molecular. The ozone will break down to form two molecular. Ozone will break down to form molecular. Oxygen plus atomic oxygen. This is the oxygen. This atomic oxygen. That means the reverse process. Here you can see same process. Here again will come reverse process. First ozone to form oxygen molecule plus atomic oxygen. But meanwhile it is absorbing UV radiations, and this UV radiation is harmful for us. So the ozone layer is basically absorbing the UV radiation in the process of its on the composition. So it forms molecular oxygen plus atomic oxygen. And then this atomic oxygen again combines with the ozone to form two molecules of oxygen molecule. Ozone to form two molecules of oxygen molecule, like ozone to form atomic oxygen, two molecules of molecular oxygen. Now what do you see, what is happening? Basically, first part is formation of ozone. This is the first part, formation of ozone. This is the second part, decomposition ozone. These two, first part formation of ozone, these two second part decomposition of ozone. In the first part, ozone is forming from oxygen. In the second part, ozone is splitting to form oxygen. But in this entire process, what good thing ozone is doing? It is absorbing UV radiation. UV means ultraviolet radiation, and that is how Earth is getting rate of ultraviolet radiation. So whatever ultraviolet radiation is coming from the sun, ozone is absorbing all of it. So it is not able to reach the surface of the earth, and that is how we are protected from the harmful effects of ultraviolet radiation. So now let us try to understand what is meant by depletion of ozone layer. The word depletion means decreases. Depletion means decreases. So the decreases in the amount of ozone in the atmosphere is termed as depletion of ozone layer. Now the amount of ozone layer keep decreasing, that means there are lesser ozone to absorb, lesser ozone to absorb the ultraviolet radiation. That means some ultraviolet radiation might escape and it might reach the surface of the earth. So the decrease in the amount of ozone is threatening to our atmosphere, because ultraviolet radiation extremely harmful for us. This decreased amount of ozone is known as depletion of ozone layer, and that is why depletion of ozone layer is threat or is an environmental problem. Now what is the cause for this depletion? Why is the amount of ozone decreasing? So basically, when we say that amount of ozone is decreasing, what we are trying to say, that the thickness of ozone layer is decreasing. Let us suppose if this is the earth and this defines the ozone layer. Thickness of the ozone layer is decreases. Now this decreasing thickness of the ozone layer also known as ozone hole. That means the hole created in the ozone layer. Now what is the cause of it? Why is the amount of ozone layer is decreasing? One of the most important cause is the use of chlorofluorocarbon. What are the chlorofluorocarbons? These are dichlorocarbons. Dichlorocarbons. These are dichloro compounds. The chlorofluorocarbons abbreviated as CFC. Chlorofluorocarbon. So, where are they used and what are they? These are basically inert, colorless. This chlorofluorocarbon is basically inert, colorless and also odorless. And inert gases. The CFC chlorofluorocarbons are basically inert, colorless and odorless gas. They are inert, that means they do not react with anything. They are colorless and they are odorless. So, with these three properties, just imagine how difficult it would be to detect the presence of these compounds, because they do not react with anything, so you cannot detect it. It gets something, reacts something, forms something else. It becomes easy for us to detect that particular molecules present them. So they do not react, do not have color. They do not have a smell. So it is quite difficult to detect their presence. Now, where are these compounds used? They are generally used in refrigerator, in air conditioner, so there in those industries these chlorofluorocarbon are used. These chlorofluorocarbons are used refrigerator, air conditioner and also industries. Chlorofluorocarbon are such they are non-toxic. Chlorofluorocarbon are non-toxic. They are not poisonous. Not poisonous. Ozone, which is poisonous, this is actually protecting us. Chlorofluorocarbon, which are non-toxic, they are actually harming us. What is the problem that they are causing? Now happens as at the higher level of atmosphere and the high energy radiation of this CFC, means chlorofluorocarbon, gets converted into chlorine. Chlorofluorocarbon gets converted into chlorine. And these chlorine are the culprit. Chlorine are the culprit. Because one chlorine molecule has the capability to destroy 1 lakh ozone molecule. So, who is the main culprit here for depleting the ozone layer? Not the CFC directly, but the chlorine molecules which are produced from CFC carbons and the higher level of atmosphere. That is why we see the usage of these compounds, that is chlorofluorocarbon, should be limited. Now let us see managing the garbage we produce. Now let us see the garbage which is produced each and every house, that is dumped in the outskirts other cities. So this garbage is accumulated like piles, heaps, just like mountains. How many days for you do that? Every day tons and tons waste is generated. How it is going to affect the environment? So it is not permanent solution, just dumping the wastage at particular point. There should be proper management of waste disposal. Waste can be segregated, degradable and non-biodegradable. Non-biodegradable waste also certain part of it. Non-biodegradable waste also certain part of it in the recycling. So, recycling has to be done first grading has to be done. In certain cases, in some places, the grading is done primarily at the point of source. Where is the source point forms? Domestic. In the home itself, you can put the degradable waste in one bin and non-biodegradable waste in another bin. So, by that, non-biodegradable waste can be sent for recycling it. The biodegradable waste, it can be dumped. It can be dumped. So, it will be degradable if it is done in a proper way. The effect of the waste will be less. Otherwise, it leads to so many dangerous problems. And after long period, rectification is not possible even though this environment spends thousands and thousands of crores of rupees. It is not possible. Today we see in the newspaper government has spent these many crores in purifying the water. So everybody must be having sense about the environment, so that intentionally we should not disturb the environment, because rectification process is very difficult. Time taking, long run may be successful, may not be successful, but effects will be very dangerous. Once such kind of consequences arise, it will be very painful to the people, those who are living in the environment. Children, today our session is over. Your homework in your textbook, page number 262, 3 questions are there. Go through it and write it. And also page number 264 and 265 exercise questions are there, total 9. This also you have to write and learn them. Thank you.